for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. What a way to start this game.
Entering paused screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Coaching. Pause, you have 2 options. Depth chart is selected. Entering. SLCP. Slot. SURDRRSPR. Slot. KR. Slot 3. SS. FS. Slot 3. CP. Slot 2. Slot 4. T. Slot 3. W. Slot 4. Entering
right
play.
off the bat with an onside kick, and it pays off.
3 from time. Nickel 4 3 to 4 time 2 nickel cover 3 does nickel.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
I know it's sexy for football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Gonna run it. It's Moss. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Texas A&M going quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man, and they convert. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Aggies! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Back to throw, it's Reed. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
You have 15 options, 4 option wing error for categories. You have 18 options. X-slant is selected.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wing pair. There are 10 categories. You have 15 options. Duo is selected.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
15 options.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
On 4th down, going to the air. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Jail, corner.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Scanning the field, it's Warren. He makes the connection. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter.
18 options, Santi selected. Entering play call, wing pick, distance, wing error for categories. You have 18 options, Santi selected.
1st down to start the drive after the break. They think there's room to run to the right here. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Buying some time as he moves left. He's got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Wolverines!
What did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Formation 4-4 split. They have 9 options.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Look, one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for the pass.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
3 to 4.
Just a simple,
powerful categories. You have 15.
Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch, he's got enough. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting that?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting into the second level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You have 6 options. 60 out jacks is selected.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Jailbreak corner.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Turns it on at midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking down the left side. He caught it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he takes it in for the score. Punch!
Entering post screen, you have 9 options. Entering play call, coach suggestions.
What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Cover 4, drop field.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Entering play call, special teams.
Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Left is selected.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
3 to time. 3 to 4. 4, nickel, split. You have 9 options.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established.
Can anyone catch him? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Back off.
The hand to the running back. Got room at the 35. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They move the tight end all over. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
He'll try to tack on one more. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Wing slot over. There are 2 categories. You have 12 options. HV stretch is selected.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. You throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job. A really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fighting off the defender. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
There are 10 categories. You have 15 options in size
and the Wolverines are rolling down the field.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
Entering play call. Formation. Option is tray off. Cross RPO HB red option.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Loveland.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Looking for a man. It's Warren. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Pulls it in. Got a lot of running room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Line getting set on second down. The give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to run for it. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south. Get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
Back off.
The give to the back. Running with power. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down one score. Time winding down. What is better than this? And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Fast motion from the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be fourth down.
You have 33 options. Overstorm Brave is selected.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout is called with just a single second left. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicates
this game. Entering Road to the CFP screen, you have two options. Online Seasons Overview is selected. Matchmaking 134 options. Texas, Texas. Illinois Fighting Illini. Michigan Wolverines. Searching for opponent. Estimated wait time 25 seconds. Notification: MAULX1 has joined the lobby.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Entering play call screen.
LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He'll throw it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
That's caught. It's Loveland. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Back to pass, it's Warren. Got his man quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan!
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Cover 3 was middle.
Offense set on first down.
Give cushion.
Leaves it with the back. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs.
Coaching. Pause. You have 2 options. Enter SLC key. Slot. PR. Slot. KR. Slot 3. SS. FS. Slot 3. CP. Slot. 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 Slot 4. T. Slot. Slot 3. W. Slot. 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 Slot 4. Entering play call.
Negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
You have 34 option 3 detailed.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, giving 1.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end.
Audible.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He tries to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side.
Entering cover from 8 Quickdale. 3 Tampa cover 3 Buzzmaybell.
First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's brought down after a nice game.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And in that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates a negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. LSU quick to the line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown LSU.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Return left is selected.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
There are 8 categories. There are 10 subcategories. Option is set to wing. There are 15 plays. You have 8 options. Gun is selected.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow. They got the flat. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Using his legs, it's Edwards. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They feed him again. Nifty little dance step. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
You start day one of training camp running your base run. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Bought a little time, lets it go. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted!
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finds his man down the middle. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Good timing on the quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half, with the game tied.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 5 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Finds just enough space to cross.
Entering pause screen, you have 9 options. Coaching is selected. Pause, you have 2 options. Entering depth. W. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot. Q. SLCB. LSU. QB. Keep, jumping, throw power, medium throw, WR. Slot 3, slot 1. Slot 2. Entering paused screen, you have 9. Entering play call
at the 27-yard line.
Categories, you have 15 options. Cover 1 hole is selected. From 8, cover 3 does middle. From 4, 3 to option is 3, DDL mug. There are 4 categories. You have 12 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially flying down the left side. He's at the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hands. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get...
Entering paused screen, you have... Resume. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game. Cancel.
Those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Wolverines will move the sticks.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can handle Belichick. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that 1st down mark.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Loveland. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Coach suggestions.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Cover 3, storm rain, cover 3 match.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit louder. You should be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Entering play call pod. There are 3 categories. You have option free GDL mug. There are 4 categories. You have 12 options. Midlet 0 is selected.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. He's going to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Tigers! And they moved out front here in the fourth. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
Categories, there are 10 subcategories. Option is set to wing pair 15. Wing pair, there are 10 categories.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to throw, it's Warren. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Wants to go up top. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On second down, they'll take to the air. That's caught. It's Lacey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot. Put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and
selected.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Makes his connection. At midfield, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker, so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeout.
Second down coming up. They'll run play action. Coming after it. Makes the catch. It's Loveland. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Finds his man. It's Morris. They make the stop after the catch. And still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Grabs it in the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Verticals. Corner.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks. And they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish.
A shot toward the end zone. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently.
Entering road to the CFP screen, you have 2 options. Online seasons overview is selected. Matchmaking 130. Illinois Fighting. Michigan Wolverines, searching for opponent, estimated wait time, 30 seconds. Notification, STEWSTEZY has joined the lobby.
On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Entering play call screen.
LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Entering play call. Single back, wing pair. There are 4 categories. You have 18 options. Y stick is select. Entering. Coaching. Pause. You have 2 options. Entering. Depth. AHG. FG. W. Slot. Slot. 4. T. Slot 3. CG. Slot 4. FS. Slot 3. SS. P. L. KR. Slot 4. Entering. Inform. Slot 3. Slot 1. PR. Slot. LS. Entering paused screen. Pause. You have 2 options. Entering. SLCG. Slot. Entering paused screen. You entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game. Cancel.
tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Turns it on in midfield. And he's running in the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to run it. Hard-hitting tackle.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opener.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement to the business.
There are 6 formation. There are 6 categories. There are 3 subcategory. 4 nickel. Cover 3 does middle.
First down here for the offense.
Give cushion.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
What I love for the running backs here, running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Lofts one high and deep. And he hauls it in at the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Back off.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The Tigers in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Nussmeier. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, LSU! What a grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made.
Entering wing pair, there are 10 categories. You have 15 options. Duo is selected.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes a connection. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that can hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Entering play call, wing pair, there are 10 categories. You have 15 options. Duo is selected.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something to deep.
He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown Wolverines. He would not be denied.
Coach suggestions.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10.
Number 3 does
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Zings it complete to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. LSU right back to the line.
Back off.
Comes out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. And a lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half.
You have 12 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Durham. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Gets it out fast. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they thought about a return. They thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25.
There are 10 categories. You have 15 options. 0 is selected.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you run on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Corner.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Warren. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a
Entering play call.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. On the run, still looking. He fires it out to the right. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Entering play
a huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Michigan.
Categories. You have 15 options.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Entering play call, special teams.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Cover 3, cover 4, drop field.
Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 5 options.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Entering play call, formation. There are 6 categories. There are 3 subcategories. Option is set to odd 15 plays. You have 7 options. Nickel. 3, over. There
The
are 4
Bayou
categories.
Bengals will run the
You have
offense
33
out onto the
options.
field.
Cover. Give
Maybe
pushing.
adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude.
Entering
Like, it starts with the
play
offensive
call,
lineman and being
time.
physical, having a nasty
Nickel.
attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. LSU quick to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it, and they convert. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Entering cover 20.
Yeah, and that's
cover
tough,
1
man.
Robert.
Golly,
Cover
you got
6.
him wide open. And that
Nickel.
cat can roll.
Option is
You're not
set.
talking about
Three,
a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to
pushing.
give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the run route.
With jet sweep pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown LSU! And that one will give them the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Entering play
It's
call,
pretty easy to
coach
follow an offensive
suggestions.
line
There
that
are
makes
6
those holes and
categories.
just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead.
Entering play
A
call,
70-yard
special teams.
touchdown
You have
drive
7 options.
and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
There are 8 point pair. There are 10 categories. You have 15 options.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
There are 10 categories. You have 15 options. HB stretch is selected.
Looking for space. It's Edwards. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to throw. It's Warren. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Wolverines. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to
Entering
get your
play
athletes
call,
the ball.
coach
They'll do
suggestions,
the rest.
there are
That's
8
number 2.
player,
You better start
coach
playing some better defense.
suggestions,
Number 3
there
is
are 8
coming soon.
categories, you
Lining
have
up for the
15
PAT.
options, that attempt is selected.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 5 options, kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Sets a kickoff.
On the run from inside his 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he reels it in inside the 30. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. LSU right back to the line. Defense in press coverage.
Back off.
To the air, it's Nussmeier getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Entering formate 4 nickel option is set 3 cover 3 match 2 invert Tampadu.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now
Entering
a 4-point lead in the 4th.
teams, you have 7 options. 5, 4, return left is selected.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
For categories, you have 18 options.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On the run, it's Edwards. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Starts to scramble to the left. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
At the 35, he's got room. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Now they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Loveland. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll leave it with him. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Right back to him on the ground. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
That's a great individual play. And I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners are smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Play call, coach suggestions.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Entering. Prevent time. Nickel. 1. Cover 4 drop field.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they...
Entering, attention, pop up, the connection to your peer has been lost, exit game. Entering, pending game results, pop up your previous. Entering road to the CFP screen, you have two options, online seasons overview is selected. Matchmaking 134 options. Arizona, Illinois, Minnesota, Maryland, Michigan Wolverines. Searching for opponent, estimated wait time 25 seconds.
Welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bear. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Entering play call screen.
The Golden Bears will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. That is not what he had in mind on that return as he goes out of bounds and leaves the offense with terrible field position at the 8. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the run, it's Edwards. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll go right back to him. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yards.
Talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker, it's Loveland. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that big stuff.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long.
Short cross.
He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wolverine!
Entering play
A great
call.
catch and run for 6.
There are 8 categories. You have 15
Getting set
options.
for the point after.
Empty selected.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 5 options.
Lining up to cover the kick after that
selected.
touchdown drive.
7, count, 0.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return.
Entering play. Coaching. Pause. You have 2 options. Entering depth. California. AHP. FG. WR. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 6. T. Slot 3. MLG. L. Ray. DT. Lold. MLG. Rolled. CP. FS. SS. K. Entering paused screen. You have 10 options. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel. Entering
Team
play
able to
call.
make the
Coach
tackle.
suggestions. There are 6 categories.
On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Audible.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to throw, it's Rodgers. Working that left side now. And there were no creases or crevices.
Over. Coaching. Pause. Depth chart is selected. And slot 2. SLCP. Slot. PR. Slot. KR. Slot 3. SS. FS. Slot 3. CP. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 3. Slot 4. T. Slot 3. Entering pause. You have 2 options. Entering depth. W. Slot. Entering
They
play.
shove him out of
Cover 3
bounds.
Busmaple.
How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups. And what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Ott. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
33 options. Over Storm Brave is selected.
He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Nickel 2, cover 1 LB blitz.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the counter.
and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
He lobs one high down the left side. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw. Just lobbing the ball down the field like that. You're asking for an interception.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Running it to the right. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4.
There are 2 categories. You have 12 options. HD stretch is selected.
Might as well stick with him. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There are 2 categories. You have 12 options. HD stretch is selected.
Looking for room. It's Edwards. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to pass. It's Rodgers. Looking for the end zone. And that pass intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? They'll start this drive with a pass. He makes the catch. Open runway ahead. Running inside the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Michigan! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Options selected.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Entering play call.
You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Three subcategories. Option is set to odd 15 plays. Cover 3 was made all.
They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Cover 4 drop field.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You have 33 options.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Finds his back in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 5 options. Kickoff left is selected.
And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. All kinds of running room. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal! When that receiver got free, it was all
Entering play.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback who shoots categories. I like those long touchdown passes. Rodgers threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On the move, it's Edwards. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy to throw in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Play call,
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell.
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch a napping. The defense was ready for that one.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's hot. Touchdown, Golden Bear! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
PAT unit on the field. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd.
Entering play call, special teams.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17.
Categories. There are 10 subcategories. Option set to link. There are 15 plays. You have 8 options. Done is selected. Wing pair. There are 10 categories.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for you.
He's run out of bounds, but a
Entering
big play
play
on that
call.
one, and it'll be a
You have
first
15
down.
options.
No
HD
secret
stretch is
sauce, no
selected.
tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple of yards
Entering
and
play
turn it
call.
into a big game.
You have
This
15
offense is
options.
loaded.
HD stretch is selected.
Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. And they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that one play to pick up the first.
Entering play.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Corner.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Coming after it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Missed traffic is selected.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Caught near the sticks. It's Morgan.
Play call.
Touchdown, Wolverines. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Advent is selected.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one match.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Cover 3 cloud.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Going up top on 1st down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Return to main menu. Entering road to the CFP screen, you have 2 options. Online seasons overview is selected. Matchmaking 100. Illinois Fighting Illini. Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Entering Road to the CFP screen, you have two options. Online Seasons Overview is selected.